Hey everyone, welcome back to the new video of Current Affairs YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the important current affairs questions and answers of the day 14th April 2021. Okay, you have two questions at the end of this video. So watch the video till the end and please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that and you can download the PDF file of this section in our Telegram group and you can also join our Telegram group for more study materials. Okay, we'll give the link in the description given below. You can check that and download the PDF. Okay, let's start the section. First question. When is Ambedkar Jayanti or Phim Jayanti observed annually? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, 14th April. Okay, today is Ambedkar Jayanti. Okay, let's see about Ambedkar Jayanti. Ambedkar Jayanti or Phim Jayanti is an annual festival observed on 14th April to commemorate the memory of B.R. Ambedkar, an Indian polymath and civil rights activist. Okay, it marks the Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's birthday, who was born on 14th April 1891, and the year 2021 marks his 113th birthday celebration. Okay, since 2015, it has been observed as an official public holiday throughout India. Okay, Dr. Ambedkar was posthumously honored with the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor in 1990. Okay, in this question, you have to note on that the Ambedkar Jayanti is observed annually on 14 April to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Okay, and this year 2021 marks the 113th birthday celebration of B.R. Ambedkar. And also the important point that Dr. Ambedkar was posthumously honored with the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor in 1990. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the next question. Second question. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Election Commissioner of India? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, Sushil Chandra. Okay, Sushil Chandra has been appointed as the new Chief Election Commissioner of India. Okay, let's see about this. The President of India appointed Sushil Chandra as the senior most election commissioner as the Chief Election Commissioner in the Election Commission of India. Okay, Sushil Chandra assumed the charge of office of the Chief Election Commissioner with effect from 13th April 2021. Vice Sri Sunil Arora consequent upon his demise the office of the Chief Election Commissioner on 12th April 2021. Okay, let's see about ECI, that is Election Commission of India. It is a permanent constitutional body. Originally, the commission had only a Chief Election Commissioner and it currently consists of Chief Election Commissioner and two election commissioners. Okay, let's see the next point. The appointment of commissioners. Okay, the power to appoint the Chief Election Commissioner and the election commissioners lies with the President of India under Article 324(2) of the ECEs in a manner of the Constitution, which state that the President shall fix the number of ECs, that is election commissions, in a manner he sees fit subject to the provision of any law made by Parliament. Thus, Article 324 left it open for the Parliament to legislate on the issue. Okay, that's appointment of commissioners. Okay, next point, procedure. But in the absence of any parliamentary law governing the appointment issues, the election commissioners are appointed by the government of the day without pursuing any consultation process, and there is no concept of collegium and no involvement of the oppositions. Okay, next point, tenure of commissioners. They have tenure of 6 years or up to the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. The Chief Election Commissioner can be removed from the office only through impeachment by Parliament. Okay, these are the important points related to the Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commission of India. And you have to note on that Sushil Chandra has been appointed as the Chief Election Commissioner. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, before watching this full video, if you like this video, please click on the like button. Okay, this video like aim is only 100. And if you are not a subscriber of this channel, please don't forget to subscribe our channel Current Affairs and also enable the bell icon for getting new notifications in our YouTube channel. Okay, let's see next question. Which country has become the first country to complete the official ratification process of RCEP agreement? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, Singapore. Okay, let's see about this. Singapore has ratified the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, that is RCEP agreement, and deposited its instruments of ratification with the Secretary General of ASEAN. Okay, with this, it has become the first RCEP participating country to complete the official ratification process. Okay, the trade pact, which is the world's largest, was signed by all 10 Asian members and key partners including China, South Korea, Japan, Australia, New Zealand at the 4th RCEP Leaders Summit in November 2020. Okay, let's see the 10 ASEAN countries. They are Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, Laos, Myanmar, and the Philippines. Okay, now last point, comprising about 30% of the global gross domestic product, that is GDP, and close to a third of the world's population. RCEP is the world's largest FTA to date. Okay, in this question you have to note that Singapore has become the first country to ratify the RCEP trade agreement. RCEP is the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. If you have any doubts, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see next question. When is the World's Chagas Disease Day observed annually? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, 14th April. Okay, the World Chagas Disease Day is observed annually on 14th April. Okay, let's see about this day. The World Chagas Disease Day is celebrated on April 14 to raise awareness around Chagas disease. It was first celebrated on April 14, 2020 and was named after the Carlos Ribeiro Justiniano Chagas, the Brazilian doctor who diagnosed the first case on 14 April 1909. And it is classified as a neglected tropical disease, meaning it affects low-income populations in developing countries across the globe. Okay, in this question, you have to know about the World Chagas Diseases Day. Okay, it is observed annually on 14 April. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, let's see next one. Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju inaugurated the Khelo India State Center for Excellence for Rowing in which of the following city? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, Srinagar. Okay, the Union Sports Minister inaugurated the Khelo India State Center of Excellence for Rowing in Srinagar. Okay, let's see about this. Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs Kiran Rijiju inaugurated the Khelo India State Center for Excellence for Rowing discipline at the Jammu and Kashmir Sport Council Water Sports Academy at the Nehru Park in the world famous Dal Lake in Srinagar. And this is one of the two KISCs from Jammu and Kashmir, and the other being the Maulana Azad Stadium for Fencing Discipline in Jammu. Okay, there are currently 24 KISCs across 23 states and union territories, and each of them focuses on Olympic sports discipline. And this is an ongoing endeavor to scale up existing centers from the states and the union territories to the world standards level, keeping in mind the big picture of getting India to excel at the Olympics. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the next question. Which state or union territory has launched the Lab on Wheels program for poor students? Okay, the answer for the question is option A, Delhi. Answer for the question is option A, Delhi. Okay, let's see about this. With an aim to provide quality education to government school students, especially those from rural and underprivileged sections, the Delhi government launched a Lab on Wheels. Okay, the initiative, made in collaboration with the Delhi Technological University, will impart education to children living in rural and backward areas, so who lack resources like laptop, mobile phones, and internet to attend online classes. Okay, under this Lab on Wheels program, a group of DTU students, that is Delhi Technological University students, will travel across Delhi to teach government school students. And the mobile lab is a customized bus equipped with 17 computers, 2 televisions, 1 3D printer, cameras, and 1 printer. Students of DTU will be deployed in this bus to give tutorials. Okay, that's the answer for the question. That is, Delhi government has launched a Lab on Wheels to take education to backward areas. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see next question. Who has been awarded the Devi Shankar Ashwadi award for 2020? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, Ashutosh Bharadwaj. Okay, let's see about this award. The famous Devi Shankar Ashwati Award has been awarded to the prolific Hindi prose journalist and critic Ashutosh Bharadwaj. This honor has been given to him for his work Pitravat. He was elected by the selection committee of Ashok Vajpayee, Nandkishore Acharya and Rajendra Kumar. And this book has been published in English under the name of The Death Trap. Apart from this, his work on important topics like modernism and nationalism has been well known in Indian novels. And he has also been a fellow of the Shimla Institute of Advanced Studies and is writing independently. Okay, that's the answer for the question. That is Devi Shivashankar Ashwati Award 2020 was awarded to Ashutosh Bharadwaj. Okay, I think it's understood. Okay, let's see next question. What is the headquarters of Association of Southeast Asian Nations, that is ASEAN, located? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, Jakarta. Okay, the headquarters of ASEAN is located at Jakarta. Okay, let's see about ASEAN. ASEAN, officially the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, is an economic union comprising 10 member states in Southeast Asia, which promotes intergovernmental cooperation and facilitate economic, political, security, military, educational, and social-cultural integration among its members and other countries in Asia. Okay, let's see the 10 Asian countries. They are Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, Laos, Myanmar, and the Philippines. Okay, the ASEAN was founded on 8 August 1967 and it is headquartered at Jakarta in Indonesia. Okay, this question you have to know about the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, that is ASEAN. Okay, it was founded in the year 1967 and it is headquartered at Jakarta, Indonesia. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the answer for the questions of last conference question answer video of 13th April 2021. Okay, let's see the answer for the first question. What is the theme of World Homeopathy Day 2021? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, Homeopathy Roadmap for Integrative Medicine. Okay, that's the theme for World Homeopathy Day. Okay, let's see about this day. The World Homeopathy Day is celebrated each year on April 10 to pay tribute to homeopathy and its contribution to the world of medicine. Okay, the day aims to spread awareness about homeopathy as a form of medicine and work towards improving its success rate. And the theme for 2021 World Homeopathy Day is Homeopathy Roadmap for Integrative Medicine. Okay, in this question, you have to note that the World Homeopathy Day is observed annually on April 10 and the theme for 2021 is Homeopathy Roadmap for Integrative Medicine. Okay, that's the answer for the first question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the answer for the second question. In which state is the Balpakram National Park located? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, Meghalaya. Okay, let's see about this national park. The Balpakram National Park is a national park in the south of Garo Hills in the Meghalaya state in India, located at an altitude of about 910 meters, close to the international border with Bangladesh, and it was inaugurated in December 1987. Okay, that's about the Balpakram National Park. It is located in the state Meghalaya. Okay, that stands for second question. I think it's understood. If you have any doubts, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see today's questions for you. Okay, daily we are giving two questions that you can answer and please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the first question for you. Where is headquarters of Indian Council of Medical Research, that is ICMR, located? Okay, the options for you: option is Chennai, option B Kolkata, option C New Delhi, and the option D Bengaluru. Okay, I'll repeat the first question for one more time. Where is the headquarters of Indian Council of Medical Research, that is ICMR, located? Okay, please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss it, and if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel Current Affairs. Okay, let's see the second question for you. What is the currency of Singapore? Okay, the options for you: option A peso, option B euro, option C dollar, and the option D ringgit. Okay, we'll repeat the question. What is the currency of Singapore? Okay, please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, in this video we have discussed about the important current affairs questions and answers of the day. 14th April 2021. Okay, I think it's understood about the section. If you have any doubts related to any question and its answer, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. And you can download the PDF file of this section in our Telegram group and can also join our Telegram group for more study materials. Okay, we'll give the link in the description given below. You can check that and download the PDF. And if you're not a subscriber of this channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe our channel Current Affairs, and also enable the bell icon for getting new notifications in our YouTube channel. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Keep supporting us. See you tomorrow with a new video on current affairs and other study topics. Thank you. Bye bye.